Good morning, Candace.
Morning.
How we doing today?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Awesome. I wasn't sure if we had a meeting today or not. I think Chief Jenkins was the only one invited to this module. I'm not sure if we were supposed to be having a meeting this morning or not.
Yeah, I don't remember if this is one you all set up or not, but here's Chief coming, and Chad emailed and said he wouldn't be able to make it today. So
Okay.
I don't know if do we need to share this with somebody else? Is somebody missing from the meeting?
Greta is missing, but I'm not sure if she's available at the moment or not.
So do we need to just reschedule this, or
If we can reschedule, that would be awesome. Maybe for next week.
let me look at my
So that way
calendar.
everybody, yeah, so that way we have everybody.
Yeah, next week's pretty full for me. I only have some time available on Friday.
Yeah, she is
and it
off on
would be
Fridays.
Yeah, so that's not going to work. So what I can do is we have two options. We can either go through invoicing, it's recorded, the others can view it and share it,
Okay.
or I can send out the link and you all can schedule a more suitable time for everybody to attend.
Yeah, let's do that because I would rather have her on
Greta's
the
getting on.
meeting as well.
She's
Is
coming
she
on right
getting on?
now.
Okay. Okay, then we're all set.
Okay, so we're all good to continue
Perfect.
today then.
Mhm.
Hi, Greta, how you doing?
Hi, good morning.
Morning. So today I show this meeting's for invoicing. Have you all had some time to get in here and check out the invoicing module?
No, I have not.
Okay, so any questions pending from our previous meeting?
Yes, we do. We have a few questions on it, actually. So the scheduling, how do we go about by, how when we schedule an inspection, it'll only put the hour block, but we have inspections that sometimes need 2 hours, 4 hours. Sometimes it's an all-day inspection. How do we change that as we're scheduling it and not when the inspector accepts it, because it'll only accept it for an hour?
So are you talking about here? Can you see my screen where you schedule an inspection
Yes.
where you can choose the date and time?
Mm-hmm.
Is this where you're asking to be able to add the time to the inspection or adjust the time on how much time you're spending on the inspection?
Adjust the time on what we're blocking on their on the calendar. Yeah, so we can
So-
schedule it for 8 o'clock, but have the option to schedule it from say 8 to 11, 8 to 10, however long it is.
Oh, you're talking when you sync it, like you get the email and you sync it into your calendar. You want to have like a 30-minute block on each end of that?
No, because our inspections, it varies the type of inspection that we do. So some take an hour, some take two, some longer than that. Some inspections are all-day inspections, so we have to be able to schedule it to block that time. So when the inspector is accepting it, it's blocking that whole time frame on their calendar.
I think you're going to have to manually adjust that on your calendar because our system's going to have no way to know how long each of your inspection takes.
So there's no way for us to.
Right, because our system doesn't know which inspection type takes an hour or another inspection takes 5 hours. There's no way
Right.
for it to distinguish that.
But would there be a way to like add in there to say schedule time starts at 8 a.m. and then there's an end time that we can put the time to when it ends? Is that something that can be done?
We do not have that capability, but you can always come in here under
Mhm.
the submit an idea, and you can submit an
Okay.
idea, and then that will go through and product will review it. If it's something they're going to develop, they can start working on that to add it into the system.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Candace, we're gonna have to block their calendar like we're talking about. That when they accept it, to block their calendar and adjust the time to however long we have it pre-blocked on their calendar.
Okay.
Okay. And as of right now, I believe that might be the only way. That might be the workaround on this.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jack. That answers one of our questions.
Okay.
The other one is how do we put in a new occupancy? Like I know our occupancies are not yet in there, but if we are getting new inspections for, say, a brand new complex, how do we start from scratch? How to put in an occupancy in there, like an address?
Yeah, so the easiest way I've found is I go into the pre-plan map,
Okay.
and then in the pre-plan map, you have a couple different options. You can type in the address here, and it'll pull against Google Maps,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll put a pin on wherever that address is. So, for example, here, let's
But
say,
some of the places that we're gonna be getting won't even have addresses yet. It's like a brand new
I
location
understand.
on a, yeah. Okay.
I'll show you that as well.
Okay.
See, when you reference an address up here,
Mm-hmm.
and Google will match it up, it'll put the pin on where that address is. So if there
Okay.
is an address, you can just click on this, and then you can just say new occupancy, and then
Ah, okay.
start it from there. Now,
Okay.
you're getting that new development, which I understand. Maybe this field here is being converted to an apartment complex or something, or a commercial building. You can
Mm-hmm.
also just come over here and double click on the map, and you can start a new occupancy from there.
Ah,
So the
okay.
different ways of doing it. And then all you do is just create new occupancy, come in here, put in the address information, go to the house, put in the business name, description. You can fill out all this information. You can also mark it as is inspectable here.
Okay.
You can do all that. And then when you click publish and say okay, it would put a green house right here, wherever you've put that marker.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then you would
Okay.
have a green occupancy house like this.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
Um, Candace, can you remember our other question for Jack from yesterday?
Yeah. When we schedule the inspection, we make a note for the inspector to know where to go, what the who called, what their
Yeah.
phone number is, like the contact information, and put the building permits number or fire permit number for them. Where will those comments show when we schedule an inspection on the report? Where it reflects on the report and where it shows on the calendar when the inspection is scheduled.
So right here, is this where you're putting your notes when you're scheduling these inspections?
Let's see. Yeah, under where it says notes.
And have you tested it? So if I come in
Yes.
here and are you seeing that on that email that comes to you?
I can't remember if it's in the email that it shows up, but we're hoping that it can show on the report. And
Oh, okay.
I tried putting in the report, I played with the forms and added inspection notes or notes on it. And but it didn't show up on the report when we did it.
Yeah. So
It remained blank.
yeah. So let me open this one here. We also have a spot here for notes when you're in the inspection here. Once this opens up here,
Yeah,
right?
that one.
Okay. So see there that right there.
Uh-huh.
I just added that from right here when I scheduled it. So when I
Right,
put that here, it pulls there. Now, if you
right.
want that to show up on the form, we just have to map it to the form. So when I come down here into the form,
So if you
it
go
doesn't,
under the inspection form with violations, the first one, I think that's where I tried putting it. Let me see what I did. See right there, where by the plus inspection note,
Mhm.
it didn't show up when we did the report. Like I failed it, and then put notes in there. It didn't show up.
Let me go check that. Okay, so the notes are here. Contact. Just going to pass a couple things in here. Are any of these required?
Uh,
You know, mandatory, or you took
no,
all those off, right?
we took all of those off.
So we'll come in here, we'll sign it. Inspection report's going to populate.
Oh, but that inspection form is no violation. Oh,
Yeah.
it shouldn't matter. It should show up.
Well, if it's mapped to all the forms, right? Separate forms are going to have that requirement. So
Right.
I would actually have to have a fail in here for it to pull
Yeah.
in with violation, or you can
Yeah.
manually choose it here.
Right.
Oh, you're getting it.
Because I think that's where I put the notes to play with it, see where it pops out. See, it's blank.
All right, so let's go try it in that form again.
And I tried using the resources requirements too. It didn't show up either. Inspection contact notes.
Save that. Let's test that and make sure that's the right one.
Yeah, that might be it. I didn't try that one.
Okay, I have a fail on there. Put in the signature. Inspection report's going to populate. Let it refresh here. Oh, we might have found a bug here.
Hmm.
Let me try something else.
Did I break it, Jack?
No. We're good at breaking it ourselves, so nothing you did.
Okay.
Figure out which one of these, because I feel like one of these has been mislabeled or relabeled, I should say, because I believe it used to say inspection notes.
Right. And there's another one that says inspection contact note, right?
Yeah. I have those two. Want to make sure there isn't a third one so we can make sure we get the right DTF tag to pull in here.
Okay.
There it is, inspection note. That's the one we need. So I'm going to leave all those in there for right now and test this.
Okay.
Just going to get the system here to refresh and hopefully pull that in there. There it is.
So which
So
one was it?
I'm pretty sure it's the last one, but we will confirm that right now.
I have a feeling it's the occupancy contact.
Could be
'Cause
right.
that's the one that I didn't try yesterday. Let's see.
I have it pulling those changes. Just has to refresh. There it is.
Ah, there it is. Inspection notes testing. Okay. So,
And then you can obviously move this anywhere in the form. So if you don't want
right.
it to populate up here, you can even add it to the table or you can move it down. But
Yeah.
at least that's in there and now we know which one it's going to do.
So it's the DTFF inspection note. Okay.
Okay. So then if you want that to pull onto every form, you're going to have to update each form.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm. I figured I'll update one and then make the changes on the other ones when I see that it's working.
Okay.
So, yeah. Is that okay that I did this? Like, so whatever was in there, I left it alone and just put master on
Yeah,
it?
that's fine.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna make it to where the inspectors don't have the choice, but because the report will generate depending on whether it passes, if there's a fail and no violation on it. It'll,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So if you turn that option off in your inspection
yeah,
type,
yeah,
so if I use this one here and I'll just go into the inspection type,
yeah,
that right there. So under your forms,
yeah,
if you don't check that,
yep.
okay.
Because the one that I have right now, the fire life and safety, I have it checked. That way, I'm not confusing them, and they're not making the mistake of sending the wrong form. Mm,
Yes.
Just let it choose for them automatically.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good workflow.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, playing with the system, yeah, this couple of days, I feel a lot more comfortable working with it. I'm getting the hang
That's
of it a little bit.
I think you're doing great, and that's kind of the thing is you have to get used to it. So you got to get in there and you got to play with it. You got to get stuff set up, and then it starts making a lot more sense to you, and you understand how it works. So you're doing real good. It looks like you're getting this all set up now.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Now, I'm sorry I didn't have time to do the invoicing part. I wasn't sure how to. I didn't even look at it.
Okay.
So
Well, let's dive
yeah.
into the invoicing here, and we'll go over it and see where I can assist you with getting invoicing up and running. So we have the ability in here to create invoices like I showed on the previous call, but the fee schedule is going to be the key here. You're going to need to verify and make sure these fee schedules are accurate and correct.
Okay.
We do have the ability to have automation if you want to create you do an inspection, and then you want the invoice to be created based off that inspection. We can turn on automation if you need that.
What does that mean though? The automation, like, uh,
So if you guys have an inspection that you send an invoice after the inspection, like a state mandated or a school, like a private school or something like that.
yeah, we haven't done that just yet.
Okay, because our
Yeah.
system, if you need an invoice generated, for example, let's say a state mandated inspection requires an invoice, to receive payment for it. And
Mhm.
you want the system, you go do that inspection. The system, once the automation is set up and the criteria is built out, that can automatically create that invoice when you're completed with that inspection.
Okay.
And then you can send that invoice out with that inspection report if you want to. Now, I have other clients where they just want the system to generate it, and then they have an admin person that sends those invoices out to get paid. So there's a couple different options there for you. So that's why I was asking if you had like a specific inspection type or a specific fee that you would always want an invoice generated for. I can demonstrate that for you.
Yeah. There's gonna come a time where we're gonna be doing that for the apartments.
Mhm.
And but we don't have our fee schedule yet for that. And so, but there will come a time that we will be doing that. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
Mhm.
let me just demonstrate it. I'm just going to grab this one here and show it here. So
Okay.
when you click on the edit pencil and you turn on automation, now you can come in here and choose complete an inspection. That opens up the criteria tab.
Okay.
This is where you're going to tell the system when to create that invoice and when not to. So for example, you click on the plus here, come in here and choose your inspection type. And I like using the option of in because this allows you to choose one or all of these inspection types.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to say it's this one and maybe this one for demonstration purposes. Then I'm going to come over here to the plus, and then the next thing I'm going to tell it is status, right? Because we want the system to know when to create that. So under inspection status, I'm going to use the end option here. And now we have the option here. So we're doing that inspection type. And when we complete the inspection, we want that invoice to be generated. And you can be specific here and say, look, I only want that invoice to be generated when it's completed with a fail, meaning there's a reinspect.
Okay.
Okay. Other departments, they don't want it to be when there's a completed right? Because it means they were compliant. They fixed everything. We don't want that
Mhm.
invoice. That's where you can tell the system. And then I have other departments that say, no, no matter what, we want an invoice to be created. So you can pick and choose here.
Okay.
Okay. And then we can come in here and tell the system, maybe you don't want to use this fee for your reinspect. We can tell it the reinspect number is null. That
Gotcha.
way
Okay.
it only does it for that initial. It doesn't do for the reinspect, because then we can tell it for a reinspect fee. That's when we want to use that reinspect fee.
Okay.
Okay. And then you would just save this. And then when you go do the inspection, the system would create that when you complete that inspection, and that invoice would be available. So it has to be on these inspection types.
Okay.
Okay. So I think this is the one I initially loaded.
No, the one you initially loaded is the one that says sample on it.
Perfect. That will help me distinguish.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to use that to demonstrate this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I'll save this. And then the next part of that is you have to go into your inspection type. Okay, so open the inspection type you want for that. You go to the billing tab and you have to say yes here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then you save that. And then when you go do that inspection type, so I'm gonna go start that inspection. From the inspection list, I'm going to click start. 1, 2, 3 inspections away. Select it. I'm going to start this because I'm starting a new one here. And then I'm going to choose that sample inspection. And then I'm just going to do my inspection. And when I come down here, notice in the invoicing tab, there's no invoice, okay?
Okay.
When I come to signatures here, it's me signs. So on signature here, inspection's going to populate, right? The inspection report will populate here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come to invoice here, you notice there's still no invoice.
Mm-hmm.
When I come in here to the inspection report and I complete this,
Mm-hmm. Ah, I see. Okay.
okay, right there, it's letting you know. Now, when we come here, that invoice should populate in here. And now you have that invoice triggered by the system because we set up the automation and added the criteria to tell it when to create that invoice.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and then you have the choice here. Right here, you can come to linked reports. You can include those linked reports. When you highlight it, you can drop your caret down. And then when you come down here to invoice, you now have that invoice.
Ah, okay.
And I'm going to send this, and it's going to go to you because you're the contact email. Now you're going to receive an email with the inspection report and the invoice in that same email.
Gotcha. All right, let me open my email. Here, I just got it. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, so I've got two attachments with it. One is the inspection report, and then the other one is the invoice, and it does say that, and it pulls the invoice, the SFW, which is we'll call it a permit number. I see. Okay.
Okay, so that's how that works when it's all set up. Now in here,
Right there. Okay.
so now I'm coming down here to the invoice list.
Okay.
I've closed this tab. I think I've bogged up the system here. Okay, so I just completed that one.
Okay.
See here you have the invoice money is unpaid.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the information about that. And then that invoice should pull back to your invoicing list.
Ah, okay.
Okay, and then when you come here, this invoice number, this inspection number should
Mm-hmm.
match the inspection you have,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're linked together in the system. So no matter where you create that invoice, it's going to pull into here. Even if you create an invoice within your permit, it's still going to pull back into here.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions on that so far?
Um, where do I manipulate that invoice form? Is it under the form builder as well?
Yes. I'll dive into that here in a second. Let me take care of this. I'm going to get rid of this criteria here. So the
Okay.
system isn't accidentally creating those since you're not going to use that.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn all that off and save it, showing you how that works.
Okay.
Questions about the form builder. So when you get into the form builder here, you have the invoice form. You can click on the edit pencil
Ah,
and you can
okay. I
make
see.
changes to this.
Gotcha. Okay. So just like I did with the inspection type. Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am. Same way, just come in here. You can add links, you can change it. You can edit any of this as you need to fit your
Okay.
needs. You can convert stuff. You can move stuff up in the form or down in the form. You can delete stuff. You can pull
Mm-hmm.
in your DTFs. Plus here, you can pull in additional information here. So just works very similar to the permits form builder and the inspections form builder.
Okay.
Okay.
So Jack, question for you on this form builder. I'm finding out yesterday when I would mess up, there's not a, is there like a control that I can use to where if I messed up and accidentally deleted something instead of me starting over, is there like a control, undo or something on it?
I wish, because I mess up all the time too. So
Right.
what I do is I
Okay.
just close it out here
Yeah.
and then it'll pull back in whatever was there, right? Like you save what you did right and then you make an error, you can just close it out. Okay.
Okay.
But one of
So
the
save
other
it.
options,
Gotcha. Okay.
right? So as you get something right, you save it. But then if you
Hmm.
mess up, just close it out because it'll go back to that save version.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Another thing you can do, and this is helpful right here, is you can just come over here and you can duplicate that form and just work on that copy of the form and then leave
Yep.
this one like your master form.
Yep. I think that's what I did with the inspection type forms.
Right? And you can also create a form just from scratch right here as well.
Okay. I haven't tried that yet. Seems like a lot of work.
Right? It's usually easier to duplicate what's already in here.
Yeah.
Okay, is
I
there
like the
anything I need to show you
duplication.
on the form that you actually need to edit or change or?
Not yet because I haven't played with it yet.
Okay,
Sorry. I wasn't prepared for this one.
that's okay. All right, and then the other option you have with invoicing, right? You can create an invoice within the invoicing list. You can create an invoice within your inspection. You can
Mm-hmm.
have the system automatically create it from your inspection, but you can also create it from your permit.
Right.
So in your permit type here, under options here, when this is toggled on right here, that allows you to create an invoice from there as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if we're going to issue the sprinkler permit, we
Mm-hmm.
just come up to the permit list. And we have a sprinkler permit here. Just going to open it. Under the invoices tab, this is where you can come in here and add that invoice. It takes you
Gotcha. Okay.
to a new screen. You come in here, you pick from your fee schedule. You sort through here. You can either, scroll through this, or you can use this category search up here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's one of those. Like, oh, it's this one right here. Select it. I click apply. And maybe this took you 4 hours. You can change your quantity to 4 hours. You can put in notes if you need it. And when you click the check here, it'll do the math, set up your total. And then when you save this, that invoice is now a part of that permit. It's going to be linked to that permit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. And so you can do it that way. And then you would have that invoice within that permit. And when you go down to your invoicing list, you would have a new permit, a new invoice, and it would be linked to that permit.
Gotcha. So, Jack, question for you on the permit name. Like you see how it's SOOTF. Is there a way to change it so it will say fire, FIR, or no? Is that something that the system generates and it's set up that way?
Yeah, so the permit numbers are generated in the system. So I'll just open this permit.
Mm-hmm.
So the system's going to create it up here. Let me just start a new one. Select your permit type, click save. The system's going to create it,
Right.
but you can always come in here and overwrite it.
Okay.
So what do you want this to say?
FIR. So we would know that it's a fire permit for a permit, like say for an underground sprinkler system. Mm,
You can change that there,
mm-hmm.
or close it out. So you can either change it there, or when you start that new permit, right, the system's going to automatically assign that number to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have two options here. You can change it here,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you want to use reference ID, and this is where you want to document that.
Then it's
FIR,
fire. Yeah.
underground, okay? Or you can put
Gotcha.
it in the project name, however you all want to utilize it, but both of these fields are here available.
Okay.
Because once you put that in here and you save this, you come back to your permit list, the reference ID is going to be right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you also have the project name. So you can use either one of those categories to help distinguish what does it actually belong to.
Yeah, I think I like just putting the reference ID or the project name. That way we're not messing with that permit number then.
I feel that's
Yeah.
the easiest for me, but you can
Mhm.
always change it if you needed to.
Yeah. Because looking at this, if I see the SOOT, I know that that's an invoice. SFW, that's just the occupancy inspection or permit itself. Am I correct on that?
Well, this would have been
That's an
somebody
invoice.
probably changed.
Oh,
This is permits. We're in the permits
those are
list.
permit. Okay.
So somebody probably changed these permit numbers.
Huh. Okay.
Because this, unless this was the old way and then you guys changed how you want it to be configured, but the system's going to automatically generate it.
Yeah, no, we'll leave it as the SFW.
Okay.
The reference ID is easier, right, Candice? Hello?
Um, SFW means yeah, that's for us, for our department.
Right.
But when customer gets the copy of the report, which one's gonna go to them? Like the copy of the invoice, which one's gonna go to them? The one that permit number?
It's gonna show
Well,
up whatever's there, permit number and reference ID,
well,
I
all
believe.
we have to do is go to the form builder for that permit,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
right? And then you can tell the system here, maybe you want to have the project name and the reference ID.
Yeah.
You can just come in
Yeah.
here and select those, and then those would populate on that form.
Yeah.
If you want that reference ID, the project name, you
Yeah.
can
So
pull that
Candice
here as
will,
well.
yeah, we'll just have to build it out like we did the inspection template to show on here what we want it to show when they get the invoice.
Okay, but if we change the permit number, like the permit number is for us, but we will send the invoice to the customer, that's
Oh,
what
you're
we,
asking about the invoice.
yes.
All right, let's go to the invoicing form. So this is where you can pull the information on here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to put it here as demonstration. And if I remember correctly, even though this right here says permit data reference ID.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so if you all are going to use that reference ID, you can select it here. And then that would populate next to the word invoice and then have that reference ID. Is that what you're
Yes.
looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to want the project name to pull in here as well, or are you just going to stick with reference ID?
I would put the project name in there as well.
Okay, now you can move these and make changes and add them, but that way it's pulling on the invoice. If I understood you correctly, Candace, that's what you were looking for, to have pullover from that permit.
Yes,
Okay, so there you
Thank
go. Those are on there. Oh, you're welcome.
thank you.
And I'll just save that, and then you guys can get in there and make any changes you need, but that's how you can pull that in there.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
And then just to check and verify that, let's go look at that invoice that was created for that. It was this one. Go in here and take a look at the invoice. Look at the form. Oh, let me start a new invoice and make sure it's actually going to work for you. Sometimes the system doesn't like to mess with stuff that's already created. So
Right. Mm.
come in here, but then this isn't going to show it if I link it. I don't remember which permit I was using.
Mm. I
That
think it's
one.
the first one, maybe. I don't know.
There we go. Right, because that's what I put in there. So
Yes.
whatever you would put in there, but showing you it works.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, and then this is currently how that invoice form looks for you all. You can, edit the form, remove contacts, add contacts, make changes to this to fit your needs.
Okay.
And that's in the form builder.
Gotcha. Yes. We'll play with that. We'll play with that.
Excellent. Well, any other questions on invoicing?
I see that there's a pay online or online payment. Is this something that our customers will have access to where they can pay it online? Is there a link that we can send them to once that's set up?
Online payments is a separate module.
Gotcha.
Did you guys get that module?
I'm not sure what all we got.
Let me take a look here at the Monday board because you guys are part of this whole county deployment. Oh, not very good that I lost my screen. There we go. Chief, did you say something?
I don't think we pay for it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember seeing it because I thought you all only had invoicing permits and inspections, at least for my modules. Because online payments is a separate module. So currently this won't work here. And also this right here, pay online, won't work because you do not
Gotcha.
have the online payments module. But if you did, then yes, that would be available to the customers.
Gotcha. But right now it's available for us to say if they call us, they can pay over the phone with us.
Yeah, you would just come in here, say,
Okay.
you sent out this invoice for that permit,
Mhm.
and then you can click apply payment here. They paid in full. You can select how they paid.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, maybe they mailed you a check. You can come in here, document your check number, put in your notes, click apply. It would show as paid.
Okay.
So the status up here would go from unpaid to paid. I don't show you that because once I pay an invoice, that we're not going to be able to delete that invoice from your account. So many things prevent invoices from doing that. So as long as there's a trash can here, this means you can delete these. This
Right.
one you can't because it was probably emailed out, right? Because I emailed it to you. So now it's in here.
Gotcha.
If you also void it, you reject it. I'm sorry, if you void it, you apply payment, you email it out, and those will prevent you from deleting those. But these other ones, that's why they have trash cans. You can
Okay.
also see the history of these. You can filter up here, just like I show you in inspections. This can be very handy. Maybe
Yes.
you want to just see what's paid. Click it,
Yeah.
click apply. It would filter it. You can also save that and label it as a paid, and you can have a quick filter and it would be stored up here if you need it. But this right here, once you sort this information through these filters up here, you have all this filtering capability. Once you do that, you can also just come down here and download it and you have a report. So if you need to do any reconciling, any auditing, you can look, what's overdue, what's paid, what's unpaid, things like that. You can sort it and then just generate a report quickly that way.
Okay.
You can also put in a specific, if you're looking for a specific ID number, business name, address. You can even do a date range of, maybe you want to do a custom date range. You can pick on the calendar, but many of filtering capabilities here to help you with that.
Okay.
Now I show we have an inspections meeting this afternoon.
Yeah, I
Like
was
1 o'clock your
thinking
guys'
about
time.
that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be okay because a lot of the stuff that we might be going over that unless because this is the one that we missed on Monday, correct? I think.
Correct.
Would there be something that we're gonna be going over that we haven't yet on this one, or pretty much we've gone over it?
It's really we're to the point really if just questions and fine tuning things, right? We've had all of our initial meetings. We're following up with
Right.
our optimization meetings. So I think that meeting was just scheduled based on if you needed any additional assistance. So if you guys don't need that meeting, I can cancel it. But if you want to work on like invoicing and permits, and then when we come back to that next meeting, you have some questions, it's up to you all.
Yeah, I think we can cancel the one. Candace, what do you think?
Yeah, that will give us more time to work on invoicing also beside the
Yeah.
permitting so that way we can ask all the questions because I know they are busy. They don't want to just, get a meeting with us and if we don't have any questions for them.
Yeah, I think we're okay with the 1 o'clock. We can cancel that, Jack. I think we've got a handle on it. I'd like to think we do on what we need to do for the inspection types and the forms. I'm just on our end. We're just fine tuning um, what we need to put in our forms and everything. And I need to make the corrections on the stuff that you showed me earlier. Copy it
Okay.
over to the other forms.
Absolutely. If you all don't need it after this call, I'll cancel it. And, if we need some additional meetings or get some other things scheduled, we always can. But it seems like you guys have a good understanding of it now. I see great progress being made in here. I think it's, kind of coming together. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're real close to having it all completely set up and probably working as you need it.
Yeah. No, um, like I said, playing with it and doing a lot of testing on it yesterday and the day before. It's a trial and error. Uh, I've deleted a few of the inspections because it was starting to get like there's a lot on that list. So I deleted some inspections in that under that address, the 123, yesterday. Now that you've shown us though, Jack, how to do where we can create occupancies, can I create dummy occupancies and delete it later on just to play with the system while our occupancies are uh, while we're waiting for our occupancies to be loaded? Will that
Uh,
hurt? Will it hurt anything?
Yeah, because once an occupancy is created, you're not going to get rid of it. You can only make it inactive. Okay.
Gotcha.
So if you're going to do that, please do it in the test environment.
Okay, don't do it on the live. Gotcha. Okay. I will do that. I will play with it in the test environment.
And I can't remember if we have any additional meetings scheduled after this. Can you, for permits, inspections, or invoicing?
I don't think so. I didn't know about this 9 o'clock one, but the only one that I see is the one from 1 o'clock, which we're gonna cancel. Let me see.
Yeah, so that would be the last meeting. So how are you feeling about these modules, inspections, invoicing, permits? Do you think we're going to need additional meetings? Or are you guys feeling comfortable that you understand it and you can build this out and move forward without any additional meetings?
So I still have I want to play some more with the permitting part of it and the invoicing part.
Okay.
At any time that we have a question, I want to put together all of our questions and then maybe we can set up a meeting if we need it. Candace or I can email you. Is that okay? And
Yeah,
set it up.
absolutely. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Because I'd hate to schedule it now and hold out or block a schedule and then we're not going to be ready for it because we don't have questions or whatever it may be. But yeah, I want to play with the permitting and the invoicing.
Okay, and that's fair. And if you guys need a meeting, let me know. I'll send you the link. You can schedule that meeting. And then just remember, you always have the ability to come in here and come down to support.
Okay, yeah.
When you click on support, that knowledge base is going to populate for you.
Hmm.
And let's say maybe the form builder is just, being a challenge because it's the form builder. You can come in here and just type in form builder, and then you can pick from here. Or, maybe you want to be specific and it's like, the inspection form builder is giving me some challenges. Oh, right here, form builder basics. You can come in here.
Oh,
There's a YouTube video. There's a step-by-step guide to kind of help refresh your memory. But this is in there under support. Okay. And you can watch these first 2 academies, which are on all the emails we send out. We send out links to get into this stuff as well. But maybe, you're getting a new inspector. They can come in here under inspections. They can go through these academy videos. This is basic, intermediate, advanced. But we have that for all of, most of our modules, I should say. Okay. So permitting and invoicing, you can just click here, watch those videos. This is a great resource. Another thing I like kind of moving part of this, because you all are eventually going to move past me. You're going to leave implementation. You're going to go on to a client success manager and they'll be there to assist. Okay. Because I stay with all the new customers we get. But here under the release notes, this is real handy because you can come in here and see our monthly release and see if there's anything new on those modules. So if I look in November here, I can come in here and look for a specific module. Okay, there's nothing covering your modules, but maybe I want to look at October. And then you can get updated information about those modules every single month so you can stay current if there's any changes, new enhancements. Right here for this one, for inspection modules, they're going to explain what the enhancement is, how it works. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So just remember, you have to click up here on the FD,
Okay.
come down to support, you click on that knowledge base, and that's at your fingertips.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I like that Inspections 101. Probably our other inspectors can watch that video. Kind of
Yep,
give them
great
a
resource.
handle on how to do it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, anything else I can do for y'all?
Not that I can think of, Jack, but I'm sure you. I'll send out an email to you if I do.
Okay, and I'll get you the recording from this, so you all have the recording. It's also on the Monday board, so you can play that recording back well if you need to refresh your memory on anything. But this knowledge base right here is extremely helpful. And
Yeah. Where do I get that Monday board?
I don't know that who's all been subscribed, so let me look at it. Wrong thing. Click the right stuff. So these are the only folks that I showed that are assigned to the Monday board. So they have access to it.
Okay. Would we be able to ask them to send us a link on this one for the Monday board? So if we want to look at, like the.
Yeah, I can add you to it. Would you like me to add you to it, Greta?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will do that after the call. Let me make a note of that. And then the other thing I need to mention, we're required as we start completing these modules with the clients, we have to send out a customer satisfaction survey, call it a CSAT. So you'll be receiving an email for each of the modules.
Okay.
And if you can find some time to put that in there, that's a rating on how I'm doing on assisting with these modules and presenting the material to you. It has nothing else to do with first due. It's to each module, how well did I
Okay.
do assisting you with
Okay.
it. So those emails will be coming out as we, finish up these modules.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, of course. I will do that.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll get you the recording. You all be safe. It was a pleasure seeing you again.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome. Bye.
Yeah. Awesome. Did you?
Did you finish this voiding the invoice or do the refund?
So that one,
I know refund has to be approved by,
Yeah.
by the finance.
but like with the refund, it's the same thing probably, just for us to input the information. But for refunding, this module is not gonna have anything to do with a seller or anything because the money is tied into a seller, right? We still have to do our process with Bolivar. This one is just documentation. If we're invoicing out of here, we could. Yeah. But we still have to do our process and have a really bad.
They have to approve.
start. On this one, we document it. Just once you invoice something, you can't delete it or anything, so just only do it in that 1, 2, 3 inspections.
You know how we, like we void the like payment, it shows credit, but then you have to return. So that I didn't get that part off.
So, yeah, no, he didn't go off
Yeah.
that, but,